we're good on our end. Once Dr. Green finds the right light.
Here, just in case. So to be clear, we agree to the $200 recurring, provided that the initial TSIA thing that was passed this morning is agreed upon by you.
Can I just
Wait.
make one, oh, go ahead, Nathan.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, I was reading that. Can you say that again?
So we do agree, all teachers who received $45 from TSIA school year 2022 funds because their salary was above the originally calculated minimum base salary of $46,800 will receive a recurring $200 raise to be paid on or before teacher's last paycheck, and at the same time the other TSIA school year 2022 funding is paid out, provided they do not meet the newly calculated minimum base salary of $47,000. In other words, it's easy to pay a bonus. It's not so easy to pay recurring, and it takes more programming and more issues with our system. So instead of being able to pay it on May 31st, 2022, it's going to be paid out at the same time that the other TSIA programming is put in there as well.
What other TSIA program?
The
What
one-
do you-
The original that we passed across this morning. So in other words, we'll agree to this if you're going to agree to this.
No, I understand.
And so
that.
when this is recalculated and paid out, it will be paid out at the same time that this is paid out.
So when is that going to be paid out?
On or before the teacher's last paycheck. It's all a programming issue. And you know that I've sent you the dates of, I've sent you
Oh,
the dates of all the
see.
end of the year pays that are coming up.
Okay, so whenever that date happens, both the $200 for the correction and then this $200 for the 45 and up will start simultaneously.
Yes.
Now, how are they doing the retro on that? Is it-
I can't answer the question as to how they're doing it. I think you and I may have spoken about, I don't remember who I had this conversation with, but what they don't like to see happen is that a teacher's salary goes up and then decreases, and with only 3 pays left,
Right.
the end of May, 2 and June, I guess 5 pays left. I believe it to be true that it will be easier just to put the $200 at once into a paycheck as opposed to paying the retro and then having to go in manually
Like prorate
and touch
over the last
every
5.
single paycheck between now and the last pay of the year.
So
Which-
it's your belief they would get it in basically a retroactive 200?
Yes.
And then going forward, it would be adjusted?
Going forward in school year 22, 23.
Right, so
Yes.
August.
Yes. I didn't actually get that from payroll, that's my belief, just knowing
Okay.
how they work.
Okay. All right, and so,
Anthony, I have
yeah.
one question.
uh,
There's one word in here that concerns me, and it's where it says raise. I don't know, and you could probably change it after we agree to it, because this is one word, but I don't know if that needs to say salary adjustment based off of based off of the statute and how TISA is paid out. I don't know if it needs to say a salary adjustment instead of a raise. I'm not trying to be a roadblock, I'm just trying to say, I don't want the district to come back 3 months from now and say, we got an audit and we got an audit because,
I will look at the statutory language and,
you get what I'm saying,
yes,
right? I don't think it's a roadblock, I just think it's,
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right, and then you were good with the leapfrogging and the new
Yes.
schedule? So we have all 5 in
Yes.
place? All right, that's excellent. So our plan is to take these out for ratification next week, so that with only 2 weeks left in school after next week, we need to do that ASAP.
Will that be all 5 days? I don't remember how you do it.
Yeah, we usually do 5 days, but this is our concern. We need to make sure it can get to schools by next week, and the courier's been really, I don't want to say slow, but hit or miss. So we're hoping if you have any influence over the courier's priorities, that, or somebody else does, they can make sure if we have it to them on Wednesday, it's in schools by Friday. If not, we're gonna have to think of some different ways to get it out. And then, of course, we'll have to use the district email to send out a notice to all our teachers about the ratification
Okay.
vote. All right, so.
So, and our board meeting, May 24th, is when we hope to have the results for the board to ratify it.
Will happen. Right, so that means when we come back on June 2nd, we have the differentiated pay plan that you passed across the table, parental leave, we were discussing comp time and PD, and we will expect the district to be bringing their first salary proposal. And it's my understanding, health insurance.
And I believe we'll have language. We've had one,
And your one was,
differentiated pay, which really is pay, but I'll go with language.
okay.
what?
What?
Okay.
All right?
That's it?
All right.
All right,
Um,
thank you.
Will you be at ESF tomorrow?